So with who was your trainer? Like what was the school like? And I'm really curious about the structure because obviously there's various different ways people have been trained, and you're when you were doing it, that was kind of the maybe the start of the real wrestling school because obviously you had a few before then, and then you had the camps and stuff. But for the most part, it was
Right.
kind of you were being broken in, just going to shows.
Yeah, kind of. So the school was the New Mid-South Wrestling Academy. I will say that the trainer was Tom Jones. He wrestled for years. He was Mr. Ebony as well. He passed away a number of years ago. But I will say he was the man who ran the school, but it took a village. So he showed me a handful of things, and then I got sort of I just the handful of guys who were the most well rounded there, like kind of took me under their wing and took care of me and made sure I got a little bit more polished. Structure was real loose. First day, first day, unlike most wrestling schools, I don't think we did any rolls or calisthenics or anything like that.
Really?
Uh, yeah, is if I remember the tryout day was I came in. He may have had me do a roll or two, but there were no like squats or push-ups or crunches. I was taught how to run the ropes,
Oh,
how to
jeez.
I believe I was shown how to run the ropes. I believe I was shown how to bump, and I was taught a sequence that was, if I remember correctly, I mean, this just happened. We weren't discussing this in any way. We tie up like back to the corner on the break. You snap mirror the guy out. When you go to chin lock the gentleman you snap mirrored, he takes that all the way through to the hammer lock. He then floats around, gets you in a front face lock, and then you can work out where you're going to go from there.
And this
That
was
was
day one tryout?
yes, day one
That's
tryout.
insane. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I would like to tell you that after I signed up, things got more structured, but not by much. Uh, I don't remember roles becoming a consistent thing for a while there for whatever reason. But bumping drills, there were more rolls, but like a little bit of rope running. But other than that, it was like, well, fundamental holds like your headlock, wrist lock, top wrist lock, hammer lock, double wrist lock, double damn wrist lock, waist lock, reversals out of these things, and then like some basic bumps. And then if I don't remember, like I said, it being a lot of these are the moves that we are covering today. I know there were days like that, but I remember being I want to say like starting to show how to structure things. Like I was never taught like shine the actual structure of the
Mhm.
things that I recall. Once again, memory a little bit shaky, but said I just sort of remember being shown a handful of things and then just kind of being figuring it out as we were going and learning from listening from the people that were around me. Guys like Brad Michaels and Gary Toole helped polish me up quite a bit. Say who are some other names no one else would know, but I should probably mention. Michael Faith, he passed away during the whole unpleasantness 2 years ago, but I owed a lot to him because he was one of the first guys, because he had just started a little bit before I had. Sorry, I'm sort of all over the board. Uh, but he had started a little bit before I had, and he was a big guy, but he also, and the thing about me when I started, about the same height I am now. So like between the joke I always made, I'm between 6'1" and 6'5", depending on what Ian Riccaboni says on commentary this week.
I love that.
Yeah. But my height, so like whatever, 6'1", 6'2", something like that. But when I started, I also weighed about like 150 pounds,
Oh
maybe.
wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I was just like all right angles. Like every bit of me was sharp for no reason. But
It's a
like
great way to describe it.
it really is. Everything hurt, no matter how much I didn't mean it to, because it like felt like you were getting hit with, I'm assuming, like a broomstick wrapped in a towel. You know, it's not going to be as bad as just broomstick, but it's mostly just bones hitting you. It's not great. But like he was a big dude, and like he used me as a bump dummy, but he also took care of me and made sure that I wasn't abused by other people, either already in the school or who were starting, because I was so small and so throwable, and also so willing to be thrown. You know what I mean?
And you're probably younger than most people at this point too, right? I'm not
Oh
sure of
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I was 17, I think, going into 18
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
when I started training. So yeah, I was quite a bit younger, I think, than definitely anyone else. Anyone else that was on the shows. There, no, sorry, or Brad Michaels, the gentleman I mentioned a minute ago. Oh, well, gentlemen, that's a sliding scale. He'll appreciate that if he ever sees this. Uh, but he was younger than me. But he had started being around the business before I had, and he really took me under his wing as I got a little bit older on too. So I owe a lot of what I have to him. But like I said, Faith was the first guy that like he took care of me.